Hey all, Hipper here. Today we are taking out the Hipper again, and I know I've been doing that a lot lately, but I'm just so happy that this ship is good again, and not just good, but really good. So slot 1 is aiming system, slot 2 is steering gears, slot 3 is steering gears again, and slot 4 is reload. And I love this sonar here, 5.6 kilometers, 2/3 radar, yep, very nice. 2.4 rudder and nearly 38 knots. So pretty good overall. And we'll just have a quick peek here at the secret weapon, and it is the famous turtleback citadel armor here. You can see the sloped sides, and that's one of Hipper's tricks. So I use Lutyens. Always, absolutely. I have Müller and Baltimore on there, and I use Ingenious. I have used full speed ahead, Velocious, steer clear, and fully packed. And this is my super standard agile build for Hipper, and it works perfectly. It's like it was made for this ship here. So as you can see, this battle here is a 4 versus 4, and I love these smaller battles here. I think they're great, and I just hope that they will get included in the game in a more standardized way, because when you get them now, it's just luck. And these 4 versus 4 or 5 versus 5 or even 3 versus 3 games, they're just so much fun, because you really have to play well to win, basically. And if you play well and you know what your ship can do, and you know what the enemy ships can do, you'll have a blast in these games here. And there's less of the element of like weird incoming salvos from somewhere, and concealment plays like a smaller role when there's so few ships on the map. Because if you don't go in here and cap, because there's only 4 ships on your team, then you will lose the battle. So you have to. You absolutely have to. So it creates some very, very interesting dynamics and lots of fun, I think. And especially, most importantly, it allows a good player to shine. Because say you are 3 versus 3, so only one person at each cap. So to have a chance of winning the game, you have to eliminate the other person at your cap and then join. Hopefully the other 2 left. And if you don't know what you're going to spawn against, that's always interesting. It's a lot of fun. I wish that we could choose between the standard 9 players or 6 or 3 players. Actually, I think 3 would be the most fun, honestly. I don't see that happening though, unfortunately. So I'll just have to savor these like low population battles whenever I get one, which doesn't happen very often. I think like 1 in 100 battles or something like that. So here I'm almost capped, and then someone pops in here, and that's obviously the destroyer. So now I know, okay, at this spawn here I have the destroyer, so that's perfect, because Hipper is a destroyer killer. And if I can just get off this rock here, I'll take a peek outside. Now I haven't turned my sonar on because he doesn't know what he's facing either. He probably thought it was the other destroyer because I wasn't spotted. But as it turns out, nope. So I turn my sonar on now, and this guy is done for. He's caught inside the cap by a sonar equipped Hipper. And yeah, you don't want to be in this position here, because the sonar goes for nearly, well, about 2 minutes, I think, something like that. And there's simply just no escaping, and he's blocked against the mountain on the other side. So yeah, this is a bad situation. But here in this situation here, I played to my ship's strengths. Like, I kept hidden until like I had to reveal myself. So the destroyer thought that he was facing the other destroyer, and of course I said 23 will do really well against another destroyer, but he will not do really well against the Hipper. And had he seen me from a distance, he probably wouldn't have entered the cap. He probably would have gone somewhere else. But as it is here, it paid off for me, and I'm able to remove this destroyer here from the map fairly quickly. So really this here should seal the deal for us. The enemy destroyer is gone, but you know, this is World of Warships and anything can happen, and it does. And unfortunately I just overshoot the cap here, so that is my bad. I mean, I have to wait another minute before I can join the other guys, which is like a big problem. But I thought I was going to have to give chase to the destroyer, so that's why I was getting up to full speed. So that's unfortunate. So I'll have to sit here and waste a minute, which is a problem because I cannot just leave this cap. I have to cap it. Because with this cap here in safe, at least we have a chance to win on points, and we are ahead already. So obviously the smart thing is to cap before heading out. So that's not exactly brain surgery, I know, but you'll be surprised how many people don't cap in general. So we lost our battleship now, and that's a problem. And of course we lost the tier 7 battleship to a tier 6 battleship, which is a bit puzzling, but okay, guess we'll just live with that. So we're now facing a Cleveland and an Alabama, and no, not an Alabama, sorry, a Bismarck and a Nagato. And yeah, the odds are still good because they don't have their destroyer anymore. So I'm going to see if I can seek out the Cleveland and try to get in a good AP salvo at him when he's not expecting it. And especially now that I can see that he's heading for our destroyer. And he must have radar this destroyer or something, because he's shooting at it. And that destroyer should have turned around a long time ago, as soon as the Cleveland became spotted. But yeah, he didn't. So here I'm just lining up punishing broadside here, or what I'm hoping to be a punishing broadside, because that destroyer isn't going to last long. And fortunately I have HE loaded, because I was duking it out with that destroyer before. My bad there. So I just keep shooting it. So we switch back to AP now. I realize my mistake, and getting a good broadside on this Bismarck here, and that really should have been a kill there. But RNG says nope, you have to try again. And unfortunately now the Cleveland starts to interfere, like the meddling Cleveland. So I'll have to retreat now. I can't take both of them on without the element of surprise here. And especially the Nagato is moving in as well, so I'll have to retreat. So this is where my agile build comes in, because that Cleveland there can burn you down very, very easily, except for the fact that he's having a hard time hitting a cruiser with a 2.4 second rudder. So that's the power of an agile build right there, because obviously the Cleveland out DPMs me, and the Cleveland is kind of the automatic Mustang or something like that, where you just angle and push the accelerator or the fire button and off you go. And Hipper is a bit more refined. It's more like a manual BMW or something like that, where you actually have to put a little bit of thought into driving the car and not just pointing it and hitting the accelerator. But anyway, that was a little car analogy there, but so yeah, my point is that Hipper is a harder ship to play than Cleveland for sure, and the same goes for Wichita and the other very like one-dimensional US cruisers. So now we're at that. I'll just use the opportunity to hate a little bit more on Baltimore, because that ship is just the epitome of dreariness and like a total lack of any sophistication whatsoever. I think it's just it's a brick ship that shoots very heavy bricks, and it's just it's not fun. I much prefer a more quirky ship like Hipper. But yeah, we already covered that a few times here. So anyway, to getting back to playing to the strengths of your ships here, and obviously I cannot get close to this Cleveland here because he will out DPM me, and the only option I have is to kite away like this until I can get behind some cover and set up a better situation for myself. And also this also serves a double purpose of getting me away from the battleships. So now we're switching back to AP because he's for some reason showing broadside. So we'll see if we can't be lucky to get him out of the game here. But unfortunately this Cleveland here and most US cruisers, they just get away with too much. Too many overpens, and it's just yeah, it is a beginner's cruiser. I don't like it much. That's why you never see me play Cleveland on this channel. I think I have a total of, well, probably a dozen games in Cleveland. And also I do play Wichita quite a bit. But I find that, well, more entertaining than Cleveland. But it is still a ship with guide wheels on, in my opinion. So this guy here is obviously going for the cap, and my only choice is to attack him from the flank here through the little hole in the mountains here. And I'm actually expecting him to stay as far away as he can from this entrance here, because surely he would expect me to come through here. I mean, I don't have a choice. I have to do that if I want to win this battle here. But as it turns out, because he's radaring me in a second, as it turns out, he's actually heading for the little island in front of the channel here, and probably to stay hidden, I'm assuming, so I can't reset him, which, yeah, on second thought probably makes sense, yeah. But it does mean that he will be within my torp range. Not that I'm gonna take him out with torps, but if I was him, I wouldn't have done this. And he seems to be a little bit unsure of where I actually am because he's shooting into the cliff. So we got a very nice citadel there, and he starts to panic, and with the nice reload on this buffed Hipper here, we are able to simply remove him from the map here. But he did finish capping, which is really annoying, so I have to go in here again, because I cannot allow the enemies to accrue points, because I will lose the battle, obviously. And I have a battleship on each flank, which is a terrible situation. So I have to get in here and use the island to my right to cover my flank while I bow tank this Bismarck here, and then just have to hope that I will outlast the Bismarck. That's why I'm using all my guns for as long as I can, possibly can. Get all 8 guns on this Bismarck here. And again, that's what the Agile build is good for. The quick rudder helps a lot in getting all guns on target. So now I have to slow down. I am safe here. I will take a few unlucky salvos from that Nagato there, but it's all good. So I just need this Bismarck here out of the way, and he just keeps surviving. It's the same guy I shot before where I really should have had the kill shot on him. And there's another one there, but somehow 2 overpens on the deck. What? So we keep going. Keep going. There, another one, and should be lucky with this salvo here because I don't have a lot of life left. And no, still another one. I'm lucky here. I just get my heal back, and that's another plus with an agile build because I have an extra heal. Because had I not used my agile build in this battle here, I would have run out of heals and I would have been dead. But as it is, I can now heal up and I can be back in the battle pretty much. And as you can see, there's less than a minute left, and there's no need to attack this Nagato here because I'm ahead on points, and as long as I'm sitting here, then the time will run out and we'll win the battle here. So this is a 4 versus 4 where I've now taken out 3 of the 4 enemies, and if there was more time left, I would probably just pop out and torp this guy too. But with this little time remaining and a sure win in sight, there's no need to take any chances. I'll just slowly move back and forth here and making sure that he won't be able to hit me. And in a minute he'll shoot off his guns in frustration because he knows he's going to lose. There we go. But that's what I mean. Like, play smart, and these small battles here really give you an opportunity to play smart and like use all the skills you have as a good player and win the battles that way. And like I said, I love these small battles and I wish we had more of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you out there.